In autumn 2021, on our way from Turkey to Iraq, we spent a few days in Diyarbakir city, which is the largest Kurdish-majority city within Turkey. On our first morning there, we went out to do some exploration. We caught a minivan from that one district of the city where we lodged in, got off in some place close to the center and headed towards the old town. This is it over here with its narrow streets and ramshackle houses. Apparently the area has a bad reputation for crime and pickpockets in particular. Some kids we met there even warned us to not approach certain streets. But we walked around freely nevertheless without feeling the slightest unsafe at any time. Here we are approaching the city's impressive castle. The area was rather abandoned, full of trash and debris. In between of little dilapidated shacks, I couldn't tell whether they were inhabited or not. We followed different narrow trails, had to scramble up the rubble here and there, but eventually we made it to the base of the wall. The view from up there was lovely.
Yeah.
And then we headed inside the castle via this small door on the wall. It was much different on the other side. All the houses were intact and there was this little taken care of park with some benches. Here we climbed to the top of the wall to see some even better views. And we followed the walls anti-clockwise, heading towards the north side of the castle. There was a nice promenade on this side which we followed pretty much all around the castle. Some really incredible views towards the plain of the Tigris River, as well as some lovely orchards on the slope of the castle. There also was a coffee place with a nice view, but we didn't sit there. We just continued going past the graveyard. And we reached this nice viewpoint where the Tigris River was at its closest and we could get some glimpses of it. A really beautiful day down in South Turkey. And we walked back inside the walls towards the north end of the castle where the city's historic center lies. It was a popular location among locals with many companies and families strolling and having picnics on the grass. Finally, we left the castle and went walking around the city center. It was very vivid there. People were present everywhere. The whole place was full of traditional restaurants and tea shops. But off the main road you still had some picturesque back streets occupied mostly by cats. People were extremely friendly, greeting us from everywhere, inviting us for tea and posing for pictures. It was the kind of city one should feel happy to live in. And this is the Ulu Jami, known as the Great Mosque of Diyarbakir. Anyway, we stayed out till late, exploring the city's various by streets and interacting with its locals. We had a great time and headed back home late in the afternoon. A few days later, we went out on another excursion in the city center. Here we are walking through a neat park, a cute little place with a statue of some dude standing in its middle. Dusk was then imminent and the low sun cast some beautiful tints around the city. The streets were again flooded with people doing their shopping and evening walks. All of them were very welcoming and many wanted to talk, but unfortunately few of them spoke any English and my Turkish is very basic, let alone Kurdish. Nonetheless, receiving their cordial smiles and guessing their kind words made me feel very happy to have been in this beautiful city.